Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I think it's now a little bit too loud. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I think now I know what's going on with my mic. Maybe it wasn't broken and it was just this setting. I don't know. For today, I'm going to leave it like this. So, hello, how's it going? I don't have chat open yet. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's anyone also. Okay. Okay, there's no one. So, let's get this over with. Quick stream today. I'm just going to do something quick because it's already 7:30 and I have to cook dinner and I have to go to bed relatively soon, well, normal soon, because it's tomorrow I have class and so on. I'm not going to wash my hair today. It's tomorrow my hair wash day, but still, I do have to cook a little bit. It's not already made. It's kind of pre-made. No, it's not really pre-made. I have to do some spinach stuff. Well, so my week, this week, let's see how it is. Google Photos, this week it was in Steinhausen. We did the Fahrzeug, it began, sorry, with the Fahrzeug, not with the Fahrzeugausbildung, with the end of the EBR modules, so the modules about brakes. And the first day was like out there in some kind of place, in some station called, I forgot, Hackerbrücke, near Hackerbrücke, Forster Gruppe Süd. And we saw some trains, some brakes, we did some Bremsprobe, and yeah, it was a little bit awkward because there were a couple of mistakes, but this module wasn't super important, so yeah. Then Tuesday was like Bremsprobe am Triebzüge, so like trains that are electric and like all together. Well, hard to explain, but Triebzüge. Basically like these electric trains that are like all together and that have like, yeah, that you can pass through the wagon. Well, that's not actually, but yeah. These trains that every wagon has like its own motor and so on. It's not like one locomotive that's pulling some wagons. It's more like the whole thing has like motors overall and such. So those trains have like a bit of a different Bremsprobe, so like to prove the brakes it's a little bit easier because it's mostly automatic and like the technical components and so on, they prove themselves and like they are like very computer overseen by computers and so on. So it's very like that. Then on Wednesday, the first day of the Fahrzeugausbildung began, and we had a small test about the Bremsprobe. Didn't get too good of a result, to be honest. I got 81%. So yeah, but it's technically something that doesn't count, so I don't care too much. But yeah, I could have studied more, to be honest, but I didn't want to, and this module didn't seem like super important. Even though it's brakes, it's mostly about brakes from other types of trains, so it's like we're not caring too much about it. And we got given more or less a rough plan of what we're going to do, and yeah, then Thursday we got our keys for the train, so that's interesting. And I have them here. This camera is so trash that I guess it doesn't matter if I can show them or whatever, because yeah, this is like the Richtungsschlüssel for like the in the cabin to be like switch on, switch off. Then this is the key to open the train and so on, and some doors inside the train. And this is the Vierkantschlüssel, which is a key to open some stuff. So like help, so some cupboards, well, not cupboards, I don't know how to call them, but yeah, some storage places, some like places that hide components and so on. And these 2 days we had like some part outside of the train, outside in the trains doing stuff. On Friday it was again another day like this, going to the trains, like some theory at first, and then afterwards some things like that, and then we ate to celebrate some classmate's birthday. And yeah. Then yesterday I called my mom, and today I went to yesterday I called my mom and then I went to the gym at night. It was technically today. And then today I cooked meals, I watched some YouTube, then I did some stuff about, oh yeah, yesterday I also did the calendars. I like looked at the calendars and so on, and like put the calendars on my phone and on the company's phone and so on. And yeah. And today I was doing some kind of, I want to do a kind of layered picture, a layered view of the train components. So for that, I was creating some tooling using ChatGPT in order to be able to like create the page in the first place, right? The tool to create the things that let me create the page. I'm doing that, and I was doing that until now. That's why I started stream so late, because I was like distracted with that. And yeah, that's basically what the week has been. One, I guess, highlight or lowlight or whatever of the week is that on Wednesday, classmate got told that because he's like using crutches, that he can't do the Fahrzeugausbildung because we're all day, well, not all day, but half of the day, we're like outside and like walking along the train and like having to get on the train and get out the train and like walking among tracks. So that's kind of dangerous. So he got delayed a whole 3 weeks or so. And yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, that's a little bit sad. We've also been watching Pokemon, like many afternoons after class we watch Pokemon. So I guess that's also something that I've done that has influenced how much I do, I guess, of these things. But yeah. And right now it's snowing, so we'll see how the roads are tomorrow morning and how easy it is to get to class. And that's been my week, to be honest. Not a super, well, actually a kind of interesting week. The Fahrzeugausbildung is interesting, I don't know. We're doing like 2 hours of theory or so in the morning, and then some theory afterwards. The thing is that the theory is not super crazy, right? I guess the crazy stuff is the words. I guess the words for us who are German or who are not German, and the words are only in German, etc. To understand them and all this is a little bit hard for people. But like the theory is like super basic. Like the systems are like it's just mostly like learning what they are. And that's kind of it, right? There's not a lot to it. There is not like crazy interlocking components and so on. It's mostly like pretty elemental, and like the names of the things tell you what the things do. And I'm like, I don't know. It's not super hard, to be honest. There's a lot of studying, and like there are some things that you have to like learn or whatever. But yeah. Going outside, the parts outside are like interesting. It's super cold, so it's not that pleasant, I guess, to be out there. But yeah, it's doable, and you do learn a little bit seeing the things outside. I think it depends on what trainer you have. It will be like more better or worse. My trainer is like, I wouldn't say he's like a great trainer in the technical realm. He doesn't seem to like explain many things that are, I don't know, interesting or like additional on the technical realm. On other sides, he does explain, and he's like a good trainer in that sense, and he like explains some things, and he's like nice. But yeah, he doesn't go like too in depth or like do mnemonics to help remember things or things like this. In that sense, it's not super great. It's not like not super great that it's bad. It's simply that it's not something like super memorable or anything like this or like incredible. But yeah, overall, it's good to be able to like see something in class, and then you go outside and you like see it there, right? In this case, it's just like naming parts, so it's not like crazy. It's you just see the train and you like are able to like name the parts, but that is actually something. And yeah, a lot about doors, right? So I don't know. I guess one thing I will say is that I don't really like the vibe of the people I'm with. I'm with a couple of classmates that I've been through like a lot of the time, but now I guess I'm more with them, and the vibe I don't know, they complain a lot of the time. We also had like a talk about how to search for our house, and the talk wasn't incredible. There was like just essentially informational, right? It was a little bit long, but it was mostly informational. There were no like hidden secrets or anything that we got given. It was like just kind of generic. So there was not like super specific information for us, to be honest. And yeah, they were complaining about this, right? They were complaining, and yeah, I guess the complaints there are things to complain, but I don't know. It's like the vibe is kind of like annoying, right? It's like every time you get out of somewhere, it's like there are complaints. So it's like, I don't know. In my case, it's like, I don't know, if I get out of somewhere and I don't like it particularly, I'm like, okay, I did still get paid for this, and I don't know. So that part a little bit annoying, and some other things that aren't super my cup of tea, I guess, is that this is also like in class, right? If we do something in class and the trainer is talking a lot about doors or whatever, it's like, wow, he talks so much about doors. And okay, okay, I don't know. It's like I guess I don't super agree with the complaints all the time. But I don't agree with the vibe of complaining all the times, and also the complaints themselves. It's like I don't know. It's like I'm not sure if I appreciate something that I didn't notice being complained about, right? If I notice it and everyone complains, it's like a bit of a bonding experience, I guess. But if it's something that I don't know, you don't think it's annoying, and other people complain about it, it's like I don't know. Also, I feel like the complaints are there. I feel like they are complaining about something, but they aren't noticing that the trainer is going so slow, and all this because they don't have feedback or whatever. Right? It's like they aren't showing that they get it on things like this, right? So we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to have dinner right now, and then I'll go kick rocks. So yeah, there's no one here, so thanks nobody for watching. And if someone watches it afterwards, I guess my dad may watch it or something, then thank you for watching. And if someone else in the future, in the mega long future, watches it, then thank you for watching it. And yeah, that was my week, my third or fourth week. I'm not sure if I corrected the title. Oops. No, I think I did correct it. Yeah, week 4. This is the 4th week of January. So yeah. Bye bye. Short stream today, only like 17 minutes or so.